Hi clients and friends, Mike Brady here. Today I want to talk about the administration's proposed regulatory reforms. In general, I don't like them. There is one thing that I do like, and as I review it further, I'm sure there'll be other things. I'm hoping that there'll be other things I like as well. The first one that jumps out at me is that employees are automatically enrolled in their corporation's retirement plan. They actually have to opt out, not opt in, which is the current rules. I think this will encourage much more participation for people to save for their own retirement instead of relying solely on Social Security, which is going to have all kinds of problems in the next generation or two. There's a number of reasons why I don't like the proposal as it stands, as it currently reads. One of the reasons is the rating agencies are hardly discussed at all. These rating agencies were giving AAA ratings to junk bonds. This helped perpetuate the whole subprime problem. People thought that they were not able to properly assess the risk and have plans accordingly. So if the rating agencies are not addressed, I think this is really a real problem. One of the problems as well is that the people selling the loans had no incentive for those loans to be paid back because they were just selling them to other people. And so one of the proposals is that the firms selling have a 5%, let me look at my notes here, 5% retention of the risk of loss on the package of loans. Well, big whoop-de-doo. If 10 years from now you might have a 5% loss, and particularly if the loan originator is being paid and all of Wall Street is being paid on bonuses of the previous 365 days, there's going to be a big disconnect between what happens years and years from now and 5%. That's not very much a retention of risk. So it doesn't really solve that particular problem. The reform also gives more power to the Federal Reserve, which I think that they're one of the major contributors to the problem we're in now. So why are we giving them more power? Kind of the last thing, and then I'm going to end today, is it adds more bureaucracy. There's a whole slew of agencies with a lot of acronyms, and most of them are being kept. Most of them are being kept separate, but there is going to be this Uber committee meeting that they can all go to discuss things. Okay. That's not very exciting. One thing that the SEC will do is, I'm going to quote here, will expand its database of securities and encourage the adoption of standardized contract language. Great. So all of our prospectuses will now have even more standardized contract language. I think that this is just scratching the surface. I kind of said it earlier, big yawn. I think that perhaps at the next week I'll talk about some things that I think should be in there, but right now I'm kind of running out of time, and I wanted to give you kind of my first assessment of the proposal. As always, give me a call if you'd like to discuss this further, or if you feel I can help. Generosity Wealth Management, 303-747-6455. I'm Mike Brady. I'm a registered rep of QA3 Financial, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.